Welcome to Watching with Styles, the preview of Florida game. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. This game is gettable. This game is not a stretch of the imagination like in the past of, oh, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, gotta do that to win this game. All we gotta do is play our game. Florida is a good team, no doubt about it. But I think fans have to understand that we are a good team too. This isn't your 90s or early 2000s UK team. We are so much better. And as a former player, I don't have a problem saying that. I know some former players sometimes have a problem saying it, but they are so much better than the teams I played in. And in '93, I played on a really good team. We are going to have to handle this front four. They are fast and they take on the mentality of their defensive coordinator, Grantham. They can definitely get after it. But with their getting after it, there are some holes. There are some definitely holes in the defense, which is pretty much any defense. But I really like our chances. Um, I don't think Hooker is as good as Will. I think they are about equal as far as run ability, which Hooker's going to definitely take off a little more. But I think Will has a better arm than Hooker. There's no doubt about it. And they both have accuracy issues. I think our O line might be a little bit better than Tennessee. Okay. I know our backs are, but this kind of stuff bothers me as a back for anybody. It's just interesting that we have no vision. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Patient feet under you. That's there. Their O line does a really good job of blocking this front. See that? They have more of a 2 and a 3 technique. This is a 2 technique right here. This is more of a 3. So if you, for football sense, this is 0. Inside would be a 1. Head up would be a 2. Shade like this guy would be a 3. Head up on top will be a 4. So this guy is more of a 2. This is a 3. So it creates an opportunity, right? And this is what I think the running back, right, Ethan? There, I'm gonna say this, Ethan. The thing about Florida though, right now is, and I'm a Dan Mullen stan, is he is such a great coach, man. It bothers me how he doesn't get the credibility that he should get. Now, this is a stretch, but I'm gonna say it like this: him taking over Muschamp's team in the same way how Stoops took over Joker's team. They were bare in the cupboard, really. He did some good smoke and mirrors and that first year. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spend too much time. So this to me is easy. You can chip here, and he can get to the second level, or you can chip here, then he can get to the second level. Like this is for a running back, he doesn't even have to chip him. Damn, this tackle gets and seals that 3 tech, which shouldn't be easily done without any help from the guard. He goes straight to the second level. Running back, we should see that. This is a hole right now. See the hole? That's a hole right there. Now, when he gets the ball, he should stick this foot in the ground when it comes up and hit the hole. But he doesn't. And you cannot allow them to use their speed to get back into play. It's just, that's their advantage. They bring 5, right? You got to make that layup. Now, I'm not sure how good Tennessee's receivers are. I really haven't watched them except this game, really. I've seen games, but I haven't really paid attention. But they beat that corner right now. Now, one thing that Florida does do is they hold a linebacker in the middle. I don't know if that's because he was spying on Hooker. He was just freeing up for crossing routes. But Hooker or Will's got to make these throws. The reason why is look if he catches it. Who's the next guy? The safety's playing center field for everybody. There's room there. There's room. We got to make that layup. We have to. If we don't make that layup, then it helps them win. That's an easy pass to make. Now, I'm be honest, Tennessee played a really good first half of football. This is something that I showed on, I think it was the first half or second half of the South Carolina game. This is what I call an umbrella. Is we got to do a good job of creating a pocket and not creating windows for him to escape. And what that means is these two guys right here has to anchor down and not get pushed to one side or the other and creating a big escape lane or a big window to pass through. We got to do a really good job of containing. And the second thing is, and it's hard to be disciplined, is our outside rushers can't get above the quarterback. You can't run around this guy because when you run around, it's going to create a natural void. You cannot run around this week. You're going to have to stay even with them. If you feel like you're getting above them, you're going to have to retrace and come back. You cannot allow him to do this. But this gets scary because he has wheels. Great pursuit by this defensive end. Now, this is the great thing about sometimes as a defense, we're going to have to switch this up. He's able to crash down because we got a guy, or Tennessee has a guy out here who's responsible for Emory. Look at that. Backside, all the holes are filled. Good job. This safety's got to come up and fill a little quicker. But that's a great job by that front there. That offensive line from Florida is pretty good. They work on a stream. They work on a stream, and they're pretty fundamental. This combo block, they're going to pull this tackle, pull right in the hole. Tennessee held the anchor there pretty well. That's bully, and we got to tackle. We got to tackle. Now, the other thing is we got to play a clean game. If you look at this, this is, I think it's 2nd and 10. And it would have been 3rd and like 5. But you cannot, see this right here? You cannot let that happen. That gave them 15 free yards. in the first down. Got to play a clean game, especially at home. Let's let the fans get into it. Great play design by Mullins. I love the way he brings the guy from the other side, tight end from the other side. I think that's short. I think that's the guy from Penn State. Easy hole, right? This is the pass I was saying that, if you remember last week in South Carolina, that Will's got to get off of one quick. Doesn't like two, get the three. This is their three. This guy right here is a dummy unless they just blow the coverage, right? This is one. This is two. That's three. You can't throw the two because that guy's there. If Will sees, if they're in the zone like Tennessee is, if Will sees him salting back into that void, then you throw to your number two. You got to be quick. Get the three, great pass. We have to play our zone responsibility to the utmost. And when I say that, we got to get depth, man. You got to get depth. This is a case right here. That linebacker here, like I was saying, if he continues to get depth, remember it's 1st and 10. If he continues to get depth, quarterback rolls, we talked about this, South Carolina, all of the responsibilities roll with the quarterback. So this guy has curl flat. Now he's got flat. But you don't want to go flat right here. You want to keep getting depth. Keep getting depth. Make him throw to the second option. Make him throw it here. Then rally up and ear hole him. You don't want to give up the 15-yarder. Make him continue to get the 5 and 3 yarders the whole game. Because eventually something's going to happen. See this? This is what we don't want. And I was saying earlier, we don't want to get washed across the ball. This guy's going to get washed across the ball. When I say this guy's going to get washed across the ball, and watch the huge window he creates when he gets washed across. Boom. That is huge. That is, I mean, you can drive a truck through here, right? You can't give him that window to step up. Now, he made a bad choice. I don't know what he was reading. Was he just reading this lineman and forgot there's a safety back there? This should have been a pick. Should have been a pick. So they live to see another day because that was close. Linebackers got to get depth, and we got to watch for this. This is all this talk about their running game. To me, is all predicated on the quarterback and not the running backs. I don't think their running backs are anything special. Great coverage, lock on. Problem is, we got to have contain. When you do games, you got to have contain. We have no contain to the left, and that's not good. You do not want him to beat you like that. That gives him a first down because of no contain. So as you can see, that's not just us. Other teams have the same issue. You have to execute. Now you can tell right now that Tennessee is in good shape. All gaps are filled. This is what we're going to have to do this weekend, be gap sound. They have a contain guy. All the gaps are filled. This is going to be tough sledding for them. See that? Now all you got to do is tackle. Quarterback, I don't know what you call it. It's not a power. Somewhat, I guess. Quarterback lead stuff. Now their offensive line isn't graders, but they are really good sound wise. This is something that we have to be cognizant of. The linebacker gets rubbed, or is in man. That's why I don't like man so much down in the red zone, because of the rub possibilities, because everybody's so condensed. He's going to get rubbed, and that leaves his guy, the running back, wide open on a little swing route. See right here, he's about to fall down. Too easy. Now, Florida's going to shift a lot. We got to be ready for that, and we got to be have great communication within the O-line. Straight man to man. Straight man to man. We are going to have to defeat man to man. The great thing about it is that Wan'Dale makes it easier for everybody, because now they have to pay so much attention to him. It's gonna filter down and make it easier for everybody else. And I really see us doing well. I just can't see. They don't have three great corners. They have one really good one. They have a second one that's good, and a third one I'm not so sure about. So to me, somebody should have a field day. And we should, like the previous play, we should see a lot. I want to see some more quarterback runs. This is an inside zone. One thing about them is these guys move a lot. They're going to try a little bit of a twist action here. Feels like it or something. I don't understand why they both went out. It creates a nice little crease there. And one thing about Florida is they don't tackle well. Hopefully when C-Rod gets on the second level, we have something cooking. I don't know what this guy was doing. We got to be sound. Got to be sound in our blocking. That's a block, and they got some cooking. Big 78 done rose him out of the dead. Tennessee, man, I'm telling you. I don't want to talk about Tennessee now, but they played a really good game. Jailbreak, you got to block. You got to block. Like I said, these guys are from the front four. It's pretty active, pretty fast. When you play man to man and you have a running back on a linebacker, I like my chances, especially in the screen game. It wasn't that he was beat badly, but just a little bit. When they're in man, they looking at their receivers. Once you break that, it's ball game, and they are not good tacklers. We got to take advantage, get to the second level with them not being able to tackle. We got to contain the quarterback. We have to, and we can't do that. We can't continually give them free downs. You just can't. That was 2nd and 11. Now it's 2nd and 6. Now they're not be behind the chains. This makes it easier to call offensive plays, because now the defenses know you're going to pass or run. And here's something we talked about last week. Not last week. It was more Chattanooga, the zone blocking scheme, and we can't get cut off backside. See that right here? We can't let them cut us off backside, because we lose a guy. See that right there, that cutback? If he was there, that would have been a tackle. And I feel like Florida's going to run that zone scheme a lot, because we did not play well against Chattanooga, and Chattanooga was a professional at that. We cannot. This is the frustrating part. We're going to see. Now, we run a different defense than Tennessee. Obviously, it seems like every week my software goes down. We run a little bit different defense than Tennessee, but still, You cannot allow for Emory Jones to have wide open windows. You have to trash it up as much as you can to make it difficult on them. You just have to. If you don't, it's going to be a long night. You cannot give him easy reads, easy situations. It's going to make your day long, because you get in third and whatever, third and short, and he's able to, I'm trying to get this back, y'all. He's able to get easy yards. Give me a second, man. Seems like today it doesn't want to work. It's just bailing out on me. But we're going to get there. Just give me a little time. So, like I said, the front has to keep him contained. So if anybody watching now, what's happening is my software isn't cooperating, and it's shutting down on its own. I'm gonna start here. Let's see. So you just cannot give him open windows, because he's too good. He's just too good, and his ability to run is just too dangerous. It's the Lynn Bolton effect with a guy who can throw a little bit. See, like right here, this guy's gotta be here. They get a chance to sack him, right? Delayed blitz, get a chance to sack him. But since this guy gets double teamed and washed down, it can't happen. Did I skip a play? We'll just keep going. That's good defense by Tennessee. We gotta find a way to repeat what we did against the South Carolina game and be sound. That's pretty good by them. Be sound in our responsibility and be a sound in our assignment. It's really that simple. I feel good about us playing anyone when we are sound. This is something you just cannot. This bothers me as a DB so much, that as a DB, the one thing you want to protect is the inside. The easiest pass, if you watched any time in the past, is straight ahead, because that's a true yardage. Once you start passing the outside, that 10-yard out route becomes more like a 15-yard pass. So protect the inside, make them throw the longer pass. It gives you a little bit more time to react. You cannot let him get inside, shoulders high, and this is easy pickings with pressure. That's on the DB. Sometimes they're just gonna beat you. That's something that just happens. You gotta live to see the next play. Just make tackles. This is what I mean by when you just let them keep snapping the ball. They had a breakdown there blocking. Their defense coordinator called a good call. And now they move. Now they move again. Now they got back-to-back penalties. All right? That's what I mean by when you make these young kids keep snapping the ball. It went from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 15. And this is what we need to get him into. Look, who is he throwing to? What was he expecting? He expecting that guy to stop? Miscommunication? These are the ones where you got to make him pay for and get a pick. So they get off the field. I'm interested to see, will we see some quarterback runs from Will this year? from this game, more than we have seen this year. Gotta make that throw. See, this is the one where you want to make this guy on this sideline over here pay. He's gonna do this. Look how many he's bringing. 6. The delayed blitz by the linebacker because it's green dogging. If they're gonna do that, we gotta make them pay because look, he is open. He is open. The safety's in the middle of the field. He throw the ball. I know he's been pressured. Right here, that might be 6. You got to take advantage of the advantage plays because he is going to bring it. Todd Grantham doesn't feel good just sitting back in coverage. He's going to be aggressive, and when he's aggressive, we're going to make him pay. Got to be gap sound. Gap integrity has to be on point. Tennessee did a great job this first half of being sound in their gaps pretty much. Got to make the tackle. Now, I'm going to tell you now, Mullins is going to stress you with a lot of eye candy. And that's what I mean by you got to be sound, read your keys. It's real simple, but you got to read your keys. Lineman, you got a lineman pulling, some action going to the right. Then you got the other lineman with a screen. There's a lot of confusion there. Do your job, and we should be fine. Once you start looking at other people's responsibilities, when you start to have problems. That's the way those guys ran. You got to run to the ball. Got to make good tackles. Blown coverage. You got to take advantage of their miscues. Just like earlier, Hooker missed the seam route, sort of. Now, I don't know how this is not blocking down the field. I guess he's not 3 yards down. But he sees the block. This DB comes up. Wow, that guy is running forward. And is an easy pickings. I don't know who he was looking at. But ball game, you got to make them pay. When they make a mistake, you got to make them pay. And I always say it's kind of weird how the ball finds. Everybody played that pretty well, except one guy, and it always finds him. It always finds a guy who makes a mistake. Oh, in college is just weird, man. Look, you got to make the tackle. All in all, you get him in 3rd down. Maybe you want him in 3rd and 6 and probably in 3rd and 4. Mistakes. Handle your job. I don't know who made the mistake, but I'm going to say it's this nickelback. When a quarterback rolls, he got flat. You should stick in the curl. They got 2 guys less than 5 yards away from each other. See that? They got 2 guys where they can basically touch hands. If this guy is in the curl like he's probably supposed to be, because this guy's going hook, and this guy needs to keep getting depth. They have this lick. Dylan, why you not comfortable? All right, Dylan, you said almost beat Bama. Look, Dylan, here's the thing about college sports, football for sure. Each week is a different week. Let me say, they play Bama at home. Bama isn't the Bama they used to be, like last year. Still a good team, but they played them at home. Just look at that Bama game and look at how they pretty much dominated the first half. Bama came out not as focused the second half. This is Florida's first true road game. I'm telling you, I don't know how it's gonna be, but when you get these guys on the road and it gets crazy in Commonwealth, yes, I call it Commonwealth still, it plays a factor. Trust me. Um, they're not at the friendly confines of their home. They played these last two games. Their first two SEC games were home games. Now they come into the road. It's gonna be a little different, especially if we jump on them quick. Gotta get that. Right. I can't call it that other word, that K word. I just can't. You got to be more sound. 3rd and 7. See how you can't give them this. You just can't. This is gonna eat you up. See how you got that big window? I don't know what was going on. Look at this. That's like 5 yards of open space. Now, want to show you this. The great job, though, by these guys getting depth. Getting depth. Keep getting depth. Dylan, I'm here's the thing is, and I know for fans, it's hard to forget about things that happened in the past, but for players, they don't care. They really don't care what happened last week because last week is gone. You don't have time to focus on what happened last week because you got to get ready for the next game. I'm telling you, Florida's first. This is the thing. Florida's first level is their best level. It's get weaker as you get further back. The problem is do you have confidence in Will? Do you have confidence in your receivers? Because they're going to be stressed. There's going to be a lot of stress put on by Grantham. Can they handle the adversity? Because they're going to get beat on plays. Now, can you forget about it and beat that guy on the next play? That's the question the thing I'm waiting to see is, can we keep coming back? Because it's not like their corners are bad. But I think we have a core receivers with Wan'Dale putting people in their right pecking order to really make this game different from last year. Now, this is a great play design by Mullins. All the zone action, right? Zone. This backside tackle, instead of trying to cut off a defensive end or anything, he's going to stop and wheel back, hit the linebacker, and the running back is going to have the zone action, but then and cut up. If the turf monster right here didn't stick his hands up, right there, he might go. All he has to do is go this. All he has to do is go that way, and that's probably 6. That was scary. Just want to show you still, you cannot open up these natural windows for a quarterback. That makes it so much easier. He doesn't have to throw overhand. That's a pretty good break by the safety, but we got to create a wall up front. Keep him in the pocket. Do not let him escape. Now, Mullins will eventually start moving him if we start doing that well. And if we move him, we have to move the pocket with him. See, that's pretty good push. That's pretty good push up front. When you get good push, this is a problem. I don't know if they are exchanging man, but one of these two guys, and I'm going to say it's tough, need to keep depth. That don't drive up on this. See that? Make them throw it, let them catch it, then you go pound them. Instead of giving up 6 yards, you gave up like 15 to 18. There's nothing right here to me that's scary about Florida. There's nothing. Tennessee is holding in pretty damn well, except right there when they miss a tackle. But this is the thing, all right? They're going to beat you sometimes. This is why I say a running back, one-on-one, he has to make somebody miss. And he's actually getting blocked by number 2. This is a great scheme and is out the gate. It's really just that simple. Got to make that tackle, though, that safety. Got to get him on the ground, even on the 9-yard line. Give your chance. Give your defense a chance to live another down, because I will show you why. Look at that guy. Look at that. If the offensive line gives him another split second, this is another blown coverage. Look at this. This is the time that you cannot allow this to blow. They only rush 4. That guy's wide open. The closest blue jersey is right here, and he is in front of him. This guy's behind him. If he can get that to him, that's the closest guy right there. Ugh. Gotta make them pay, man. Gotta make them pay. Is there anything that you're seeing here that scares you? Tennessee's got the same issue that we have. New quarterback. Hooker came from Vatech when we played him in the bowl game. What, that a couple years ago? Was that? Yeah, a couple years ago. With Lynn Bowden, same guy. Nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular from Tennessee's running backs, receivers. They just play solid. They play a solid first half. And I think we have a better team than Tennessee. They got like I said, they got a first-year coach. They got a first-year coordinator. All the staff is new. But they played a damn good game. 4th and 2. Don't know why they didn't kick it, but they have this happen. We're going to need to create one of those. We have to create one of those. I think, like I said, I think overall, Tennessee, people say Florida didn't play 6 players. All right. I guess we can say we had 6 players ineligible too. Don't feed into that they didn't play 6 players and that's why, whatever. Tennessee, you got to give Tennessee the credit that they deserve. You cannot have penalties like this, because watch this. 2nd and 15, right? If it was 2nd and 10, that's 5 yards they gave up, right? That means they'll be 5 yards closer each time. Great pass, 5 yards closer. You got to play a clean game. He missed him. That's a pass that we got to make. That's why I say him and Will are very similar. We got to make this one, man. Think about it. Let's say he puts it on him. This guy is 10 yards away from him. He puts it on him. He makes a move. It might be 21-17 going to half, and that's a different game. You got to make this one. Now 5 yards. This is the deal, right? It was 5 yards closer. When that ball started telling, would it have been inside the uprights if it was 5 yards closer? I think it would have been. That's why you got to play a clean game. We have to play 60 minutes. Nothing special about Florida that I saw in this game. Got to be clean, no turnovers, minimize the penalties. win first down on defense and win first down on offense. And I honestly think we have a chance. I think the score is going to be 24-20. And if we win the turnover battle, I think we get 24. If we lose it, I think Florida gets 24. That's really how I see the game. The game is all about, can we protect the ball? It's really that simple. So that's all I got. There was nothing scary that you saw right there. No Kadarius Toney, no Kyle Pitts. There's nothing like that on this team this year. They are a real good, solid team, but nothing that should scare you. Now, it all depends on how we come and play, how mentally focused we are. It's really just that simple. Hopefully, the law of averages says we will have no turnovers this game. We've had a turnover in each game, the first 4. We got to come away with one clean game sooner or later. And I'm hoping it is this week. All right, guys and girls, I will hopefully see you guys on Monday with some happiness. And I will be on the post-game show with Larry Glover this Saturday night. So hopefully I will be in a good mood, because normally after a football game, after anyone, I'm not in a good mood. Elam will probably cover one day. Look, Dylan, I don't think he wants that smoke. And here's the reason why. Not saying Wan'Dale is Keenan Allen or Stephon Diggs or any of those guys. But when you playing corner and you playing a slot receiver, he's naturally off the line of scrimmage, you cannot get your hands on him. So there's a natural 2 to 3 yard cushion already. And it's very tough as a DB with a guy that can get you in a phone booth like that. It's very hard to play him in press man. I hope they do that. Because if they put Elam on Wan'Dale, that means their second and third best guy are on the other 2 wideouts. So Ali or Epps should eat. I don't think they can do that. And it's hard to do it on a slot. It's just difficult. If you play corner, that's why nickel guys in the NFL starting to make a lot of money now. But it's just hard. You're already in a disadvantage just off the snap. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. If you have any more questions, statements, you can tweet me at vstyle17. For you guys who are on YouTube who might not follow me on Twitter. While you at it, hit that subscribe, like, share button, and also go on to the Locker 411 and like our YouTube page too. Me and Anthony White, we broadcast Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, have a good rest of your Friday and give good vibes for this game Saturday night. Be safe.
1:16 left to play in the game. Quarterback drops